Pato and Austin here. We are cooking for you today. Austin is kind of a chef actually, so I'm gonna let him take the lead while I'll do most of the talking.
Seems fair.
You're in NHRA, I'm in IndyCar. They're both very fast race cars, but yours is way faster in less time, and mine is longer. So I'm going to tell you a bit of what like our mindset is when we're racing, and it's, well, don't finish it all in the first stint. Basically.
Yeah.
Like
you can lose it on the first lap. You can't win it.
Yeah, you can't win it. So what is it like for you? Like, how do you get the cars where you need to, basically?
So like in our sport, a lot of it has to do with the crew chief, you know, the team behind you, building, preparing the race car.
Yeah.
I smash the gas wide open. So if it smokes the tires, it's not because I hit the pedal too hard. It's because our clutch application was messed up. So our sport is much more on the mental side of things, gearing up, getting your mindset right. You have one opportunity to go up there and do it perfect.
Yeah.
And like on the starting line, my reaction time, 1/1000th of a second can make or break the race. You can lose the race if you're 1/1000th of a second too slow on the starting line, and you can win the race if you're 1/1000th quicker than the other guy. So just having that mindset going in there and being a machine, I call it, going in there trying to prepare yourself the same way and do the same thing to where you can go up there run after run and not make a mistake and be perfect every time you get in the race car.
It's like searching for perfection all the time.
Yeah, it's a pain.
All right, well, today we're going to be comparing those while we make chicken tacos. So how about we start grilling the chicken?
Yeah, let's get some seasoning on there.
Okay, what you want?
Give me all four of those. Give me some oil.
Boom.
Yeah, salt, pepper, garlic.
Pepper.
Thank you.
Garlic powder. And then we've got some buffalo sauce. And you don't need anything else, right, to grill?
No, I think that's good. Yeah, we'll need some tongs here in a little bit. This is all we got to do is just grill this, yeah?
Yeah.
So first question, describe what it's like being in the car right before the race.
Honestly, it's very peaceful. I'm always like very at peace when a race is about to start, or it's just kind of like, you know what you're gonna do, you know what's in front of you and what the plan is, and just stick to it. I feel like easy to overwhelm, but keeping things simple usually has always been pretty good for me.
Yeah, the KISS method.
Yeah.
Keep it simple, stupid.
When at what moment did you know, like, this is my life, or this is gonna be my life?
As soon as I could think. I've always wanted to drive a race car. I didn't really care, what it was. I just always wanted to be a professional race car driver, and I've chased it since I was 10 years old. I've, worked every hour of every day since I could think to become a professional race car driver, and it's what I love to do, just like you.
Nothing like doing something that you're passionate about,
For sure. Yeah, it definitely isn't work that way. You get paid for to do a job for a living that, is more or less of a hobby that you take very seriously.
Yeah. Starts there for sure.
Yeah.
Starts there. Has there been like a specific experience that's been the most chaotic in your career, in your journey, and like just an experience as a whole in racing?
I think probably just the unknown of motorsports. You can be on top of the world one moment, and the next moment, your sponsorship leaves and you're out of a ride, and you're searching to get back on your feet. And I think that's what makes people good at this is having that grit, that grind, that you just keep pushing forward to
Not having
even
a plan B.
Yeah, when you get set back, how are you going to make it happen? And when you make it happen, it's really gratifying.
Yeah. For me, I would say, I didn't say this is my life now until I actually got like my first proper professional contract. I mean, I left school, I dropped everything. I've sacrificed everything in my life in order to make sure that I don't leave anything on the table that will, I guess, jeopardize the opportunity of being a racing driver. But I'll say in like late teens, 16, 17, that was when I realized that this this is it.
Yeah.
So get it done. Use the opportunity. And the most chaotic experience that I've ever had, I'll go with 2019, because everybody tells you, oh, you win these championships, you're going to have a ride. Well, no, I did everything that, that was apparently supposed to give me a ride in a secure future, but still didn't give me that. And I got shipped off to Japan, was with Red Bull, then that didn't work out because I didn't get my license. And then that's how I kind of landed with McLaren. And I've been with them ever since. This is my 7th year.
Okay.
End of 2019 was when it kind of got done, but 2019 for me was a crazy stressful year, because imagine doing everything you're supposed to. I mean, I'm sure you've experienced it before, and then it's like,
and then it just all gets
still
taken away
not good
from
enough.
you. Yeah.
And it's like, well, I genuinely don't know what else to do.
But you ground through it, and
you
now
found,
look.
found a way to get it done.
Yeah. Okay, if you had to explain it to a regular person, how would you describe sustaining 230 miles an hour versus what I do, rocketing to 330 miles an hour in 3 seconds?
I feel like what you do is probably your heart stops. And then with what I do, just imagine your heart going to the absolute maximum that it can go. They're both pretty extreme,
for hours.
But yeah, I would say I feel like both of them they must be, like, what you must do is it must feel like your heart stops right before you go.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm breathing when I hit the gas, to be honest. Your heart rate is so high before you hit the gas, and then kind of go into this like trance, like your brain kind of enters, I don't know, I feel like I go into a different world, and then when you hit the gas, you like wake up. But like, if I had to think like you at the Indianapolis 500 going 230, 240 miles an hour, and when you cut the wheel and you get that split instant of just changing direction, I think that would be the easiest way to explain how it feels to accelerate for us. You know what I'm saying? When you turn that wheel going 240 miles an hour, that split instant just has to be absolutely insane. Yeah, that's
chef. Look at the chef.
I'm extremely jealous that you get to do that for a living. Run the Indianapolis 500. That would be, that's a thrill that I wish I could experience.
No, I know I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky, and I'm very grateful that I'm in the position that I'm in.
Yeah.
It's pretty special. Every year that I do the Indy 500, the pre-grid stuff gets more and more like emotion heavy. I don't know how to explain.
It's starting to mean more to you almost. Like, yeah, like,
no, you start to appreciate it and really say like, yes, we want to win this race and that's the goal, but like just being a part of it already is something pretty powerful.
I feel like when you're new at something, like you're almost just trying to like survive. You're like just taking it all in, and you just function, and then once you start getting comfortable in a situation, then you start to like dissect it more, and then you see those small things that makes it mean so much. Hopefully the fire alarm doesn't go off in here, but we are getting a nice sear. A little color on that one. What's the hardest thing to control on the track? I'll go right here.
Yeah.
My brain.
No, I'm going to agree. It's such a mental game, huh? Like everything.
I never understood how mental, like I said, I've been driving race cars since I was 10 years old. I never understood how mental motorsport is until probably the last 2 years.
Until you had to start working on it.
Because like back to, just functioning. When you're new at something, you go out there and you just play, and you don't, second guess or think. And then once you start getting comfortable, you just start overthinking things, and that's the hardest thing to stop,
Yep, I agree. What's the hardest thing to explain to people outside of racing of what you do? I guess when they ask, what does it feel like?
Yeah, that's kind of where my head went. Like trying to explain someone going, 340 miles an hour. It's so hard to explain because it's so far in its own world.
No, it's unexplainable.
There's nothing like it.
Unless you're in it.
Yeah, and like one of my competitors said, he's been around a long time, and the best way to explain it, he says, they go, what's it feel like to go 330 miles an hour? Better than It's the easiest way to put it.
I mean, if you have to pick one or the other, I think we would definitely stick to our day jobs. All right, next one. What's a moment you experienced that fans never see? Huh. Dang.
A moment that you get to experience that fans never see.
I feel like the emotional side.
Yeah, that's where my head was going too. Just like
you an emotional person?
Racing makes me very emotional.
Yes, I am too.
It can make me cry, and it can make me want to break something in half. You know, it covers both ends for sure. But like that moment of, you know, like especially when you win something, like that moment when it's just you and your helmet, like it's something that nobody gets to see, obviously, and it's just it's a cool moment that only we get to experience. But I personally think that you know, on that same note is when you win and then you finally get back with your team members, your crew members, and you get to celebrate with them. There's no feeling like that in the world.
Yeah. Oh, next.
A couple of them are getting close, though. My finger works pretty good. I've poked a lot of meat in my day. How would you explain the rhythm of your sport, since it's one nonstop flow and there are other intense bursts?
I would explain it like New York.
Okay. Fast
Pace. There's no time for second guessing. There's no time for stopping. Like, you have to always go forward. You're always moving forward, and you just have to be very flexible and
adapt.
Yes, adaptable to challenges that are coming towards you. You know, it's a busy season. It's intense. There's so many different variables out of your control, and you need to learn how to deal with all of that, even if it doesn't go your way.
Yeah.
To not really dwell on it, because otherwise, then you're gonna be jeopardizing your future. You know. So I'll go with that for sure.
Okay.
What about you?
Like for drag racing, like the flow of it has to be almost like a symphony, you know, like when you're preparing the race car. Like, so when we make a run, car runs for just about 90 seconds, but on the throttle for 3.8 seconds. When it comes back, we completely strip the entire engine apart, and then we reassemble the engine from ground up, from a bare short block. So like the crew members have to be in unison, and, you know, everyone has to know exactly where they're at, you know, pulling the car apart and putting it back together. And that mentality kind of rolls right into my spot in the driver's seat, is just being organic, being smooth, you know, and trying to be, you know, smooth as fast. Same for in my sport, just being smooth and organic, and, you know, making it like a symphony. What's a sound in your world that instantly tells you something's wrong or something's perfect? So this is like just in life, not just in racing. Yeah.
When something's wrong, I wouldn't say it's a sound. I'd say it's a gut feeling. Your gut is always right. If you have a bad feeling about it, think twice before you make a decision. And if it's right, I'm going to also go with your gut. You just know, like, it just feels right. With a race car, it just feels right. It does what you want it to do. You feel like you're in tune with it, basically, in tune with the machine. And outside of the race car, I feel like your nervous system tells you what you need to know. I don't know what you think, but
yeah, a sound for me in the racing world, when the engine blows up and it goes boom, I know instantly that you're in some trouble. Outside of racing, my mother's whistle. My mom can whistle anywhere within my vicinity of hearing, and I know to get right there. You know, as a kid, you know, you'd go wander off, my mother would whistle, and that was like, I knew instantly, like, get back home or get back to her. So yeah, that's something that's always stuck with me. We're gonna just let that one go because it's too thick to finish cooking on this little grill. You want to do? You want to slice these up here in a second?
Sure. Buffalo chicken. And then once we get these off,
then
I'll cut them up, and then we'll start heating up the skillet.
Okay, and do some tortillas. What are you?
I like white corn.
White corn?
Yes.
Okay, I can do that too.
I like white corn. You like quesadillas?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big quesadilla guy.
I had some quesabirria tacos yesterday from Verde over on the north side.
Yeah.
Really
Verde,
good.
Of course. They're great there.
Yeah, they are really good.
Did you go Keystone or Carmel?
Carmel.
Okay,
Carmel. I was up that way. I usually go to the one in Keystone. The one in Keystone is that's got a cool vibe in there.
Yeah,
really nice. Good assortment of tequila too.
We like tequila here.
Yes. Amen to that. All right, you want to chop these up?
All right. Put them on the plate.
On the plate. I think they're. Yeah, that's done. It's definitely 165. Let me check this one. This one is close. Cut this one.
I can do this one.
Cut this one last. That buffalo sauce is like brutal breathing that in. How we do? No pink?
No pink, baby.
Look at that.
Beauty.
How was it? Taste test?
Good. Pretty fire.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Protein for the gains, gang, bro.
Next time we want a gas stove. We need a full-on kitchen actually next time I come back. Then we could actually
need a fan too.
We could make something really good then. All right, what's something the other series does that you genuinely respect or find impressive? Or any series, I guess.
I mean, from what you guys do, I mean, I go 240 miles an hour, 243 miles an hour top speed. I cannot imagine what 340 feels like. It must be insane because you're literally still on the ground.
Yeah.
So I find that ridiculous. And two, I find MotoGP. I think those guys have. If I were to rate racing as a whole, I would say the MotoGP guys have the biggest
Cojones.
I think they are crazy because they think we're crazy in cars. But I think they're crazy.
Yeah, I don't. I told you this earlier. I do not fare well on two wheels, and that's the reason. It's like those guys, they go. A motorcycle's fast.
Man, they go
like a street bike is fast, and let alone a race bike. You know, and you're laying your knee on the ground going 200.
No, and then when stuff goes south, you don't fly into the wall with your machine. You are.
Yeah,
you're the one flying into the wall.
You're your seatbelts.
Yeah, literally. You're your own airbag.
Yeah. No, thank you. Indy 500 for me, like mad respect.
Yeah.
That place, going that fast and just running on that ragged edge. You watch the in cars of you guys and how finesse you guys are and how quick it can go south. And your paws especially. Like, I mean, your hands. I've watched plenty of your in cars. Like.
Yeah, there's
insanely,
been a few where I don't
quick.
even know how I came out the other side.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Is that enough color on those for you? Good.
That looks great, man. That looked great.
Ooh, an avocado would probably be good on there.
Avocado. Cheers to a great year.
Cheers to that.
Boom.
This is the first thing I ate all day. This is pretty good.
Whoa.
You know why it tastes so good? That Mission tortilla.
Mm-hmm.
It's got all the flavor.
We hit it right on the spot.
Mm-hmm. That was good.
Yeah.
Good talk, good cook.
Great chatting with you.
Yeah, you as well.
I hope you guys have learned a little bit of a difference of NHRA versus IndyCar. Because they are both racing, but they're both very different. We were definitely cooking today. So let's keep on cooking.